Hey guys, welcome to the Rock and Road Show. Today I want to show you a couple of things I've pulled out of the local Texas creek. Most of the creeks are filled with huge and unbelievable million-year-old shells and sea life ocean bottom fossils. I want to show you some stuff up close I thought was pretty neat. I'm an archaeologist, I'm not a paleontologist, so I'm not perfect at some of this stuff, and some of it I am. I saved this piece here quite a while ago because it is an artifact. Triangles don't come natural in nature. There are some new geologists now trying to say that triangles are natural. They are not. I'm going to go back with what the old geologists have stated, because the best artifacts ever found in my life were definitely triangle, and then triangles led me to a lot of other very interesting things too. This one is an old fossil, so we know that it was carved from fossil life. We just figure out that was a million-year-old fossil, and the Indians came sometime after that, or the native tribe civilization. I thought this was neat because you can still see the groovings in there that they grooved out very carefully at the bottom to have the sinew or whatever wrap around it. It might have been a small plow, a small digging tool, a small multi-tool. I thought it was pretty neat. Made out of fossil. Pretty cool. There's a lot of shell. That's how I looked up the age. There's different types, and some of them are extremely old. This is an extremely old type. I forget what it's called. There's some more. And this one here, both sides. It's a complete. It has never been opened. I think it was chipped and busted, but it's completely there. Thought that was pretty neat. I haven't seen one of those. It's a very specific type of shell. And there's a curly type one also. And I forget what the curl type one was called. And it's also very rare and unusual. And this type here, extremely old. Extremely old. Really neat. That's what I thought. Then I wanted to share this with you too, because it's definitely some kind of a print. Something stuck its paw. You know what I thought was weird? I was always taught in archaeology school that prints came from when the ground was hot, but this was mud. So we had hot mud. I don't think that, I don't know if they're still teaching that, but it isn't very accurate. I don't know what's on the bottom side. I just think it's interesting. And I had to look at it for a few days, but it's definitely some kind of print. And I don't think it's a plant print. I think something had a little paw. It had a little paw of some sort. And the little paw print is still there. I'm tired today. I'm not wandering around a lot. I was on alert for almost 2 days. We had 2 days of unbelievable hail and rain and flooding and massive amounts of water. I think this is a certain type of coral, and I can't remember the name of it, but I know when they polish it, it's incredibly beautiful. It looks like flowers when they polish it. Like starbursting flowers. I forget what it's called. I don't know. I'm not an I'm not a paleontologist, so I saved a bunch of my hagstones. Some of them are also really interesting because they're definitely a tool, arched and cut and configured so they could hold that rope. You can hang it off the side of your boat, hang it off your net, and hang it off your neck. There's another one. They call them hagstones, but they're definitely not hagstones. They're definitely an ancient fishing weight. You can look up fishing weights. This reminds me of one I saw in Britain one time. It was very tiny. Extremely old. This one I use in some of my photography because I've got a YouTube. I have a eBay channel, which I sell extremely old stuff and stuff I've worked on. If I get 50, I've had this channel since 2021, and they now want me to get 50 followers on this channel before they'll let me go live. Yeah, they just bumped up the misery like Facebook did to me for years. So if you click as a follower, I can eventually go live, do live stuff. This is that one I showed you. If you saw my other video from the other day, I just picked it up. It was just on the ground, and it's made from some type of sea urchin shell of some sort. Some type of crab. That's what I was reading, it was crab shell. But there's so much of it, I was thinking maybe some of it could have been other types of sea urchin shells. Little feet. Turtle bodies, turtle shells. This is supposed to be the same type of stuff also as well. This is just a different slice of it so you can see it. Same thing here. I imagine if it was polished it would look probably really pretty neat. I've seen amazing stuff in Texas. I saw a whole entire coconut. I freaking kid you not, and it was white as mud. I saw it, and there's no coconuts here, and there's no coconut trees, and it was ancient. It was in a bed. It was in a ditch next to a road, and I was walking in extreme hot sun as my truck had broke down, and I had to hitchhike to get a jump. Yeah, it was 200 degrees. I was trying not to be found as a statistic. And so I just left it there, but I couldn't help but look at it and turn it over with my fingers. That's how I know what it was. As I was walking alongside the road to go get a jump, there it was. It looked just like a coconut, but as white as can be. And I've got one of these little solar lights, and I'm going to put it on my hagstone later, or my fishing weights. Gonna use it as a little light. Anyhow, I've got a lot of stuff I still have to do today, and I wanted to leave this small bit of a channel. Hope I can get 50 views on here eventually. Still in Texas, still need a mechanic. It's affordable. Give me a message anytime if you know someone. Still looking for an attorney to sue the bastard who stole me the truck. And the ones that put the engine block in crooked. Yeah, kid you not. That cost me $11,000. That's it. Have a good day.